Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. As you guys can see on the title of the video, this video is about the brand new 2024 BMW X5. This specific model is an Xdrive40i, which means it's the 6 inline cylinder turbo. It comes with 375 horsepower, which I think is plenty for a vehicle like this. Obviously, you can go with a bigger one like the M50i or M60i, which has got the V8. But for daily driver, this one is perfect. This car is not, well, it's not mine specifically, it's my wife's daily. We just picked it up 3 days ago, so we have barely put any miles in it. Let me flip the camera to show you what the vehicle looks like. So this is, there you go, so you guys can see a little bit better. This color is brand new to 2024. The trims is actually not how do you call that, chrome. It's actually like a brush aluminum type of look. Those are 21-inch wheels, which is an option that you can go with. This one has the fender like in black. I think some models you can get them with the same color as the vehicle, but I think on this car specifically it looks pretty good. You do get the new laser headlights things from BMW, which it looks amazing. This paint is extremely beautiful. It's a really nice paint. Let me show you guys on the inside. So the inside, it's just beautiful. The design, all the lines, this whole thing lights up. Obviously it's daytime, so you can't see much in it. BMW, at least on the X5, they finally went with the big screen. I know some people like the split screen. I don't really mind it. My M550 has the split screen, and for me it works just fine. My wife really wanted the one big screen. As you can see, the AC vents is kind of hidden in here, so that's a really cool feature. And it looks like glass type of look. Really nice. All those, I'm not a big fan of that design. It kind of looks like arrows. That's what lights up at night. It doesn't have like the light that goes around the whole dash. This one just lights up there, and then on the doors. Beautiful seats, extremely comfortable. And this one have the panoramic sunroof as well. Now coming to the back, really spacious. Beautiful design here. You have a lot of space back here. You have the USB-C for the newer and faster charging. This hole right here, you can get something, it's like a, to put it like a tablet or something like that for the kids. You have to buy that out of BMW. It does not come with the car. And then this one has the rear, how do you call that, the controls for the AC. Some other models, they just have like the vents and that's about it, but this one you can actually control it. Now this specific model, this vehicle does not come with the ventilated seats, but it's okay. As long as you got AC, you're pretty good. Now there is also an option that you can get with the tow hitch on the back. This one does not have it, although I would love to have it, but this one specifically does not have it. Looking on the trunk, pretty spacious, as you can see. And then you also have back here, you have extra storage. Now this right here, this metal bar goes on the top. It's kind of like a privacy thing for your trunk, but we haven't installed it just yet. I mean, you just have to take it out of there and pop it into the top. We haven't done that just yet. Let me go inside the car, turn it on so I can show you guys some of the features in the car. So looking inside the car, it's, you have a pretty good view. Now with this car, I'm not 100% sure if it's standard, but this one have the heads-up display, which is amazing because you don't have to take your eyes off the road to pretty much look. Now let me start here on the main screen. So right here on the steering wheel, if you push this button right here, so you get this thing here where you can change the content that you have access to. You can put the maps. This is what else? This is like the compass kind of thing, the fuel that you've used. What else you got there? This that's like G-forces, I guess. Yeah, G-meter. Now the music. Now we have it at pretty much the speed. Now if you go to the side, you can put the layout of your screen. You can change how it looks. Now we have this one right now. You can also go down to this. I'm not a big fan of this one. We have it on this. And then the heads up right on the side. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? Here. You go to the heads up and you can just change things on the heads up display. Like what do you want to see on the heads up display. I don't know if you guys can see that, but pretty much that's what you do on the heads up. We just have it on the standard. That works just fine for us. But on the screen you get the just the gas that you've used, speed, RPMs. Now this specific vehicle, I don't know if all BMWs has it, but this has some sort of hybrid system. As you can see up there, power 100. I haven't figured out how to do the when you come to a complete stop that the car shuts off completely. I don't see a button on this car, and I try to look on the menu and I didn't find anything. So I don't know if it's possible to turn it off. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been able to figure that out yet. And I think it's because it has that hybrid system that when you're braking, it gets power, I guess, and it helps you with like maybe torque or something like that. But nonetheless, I'm not a big fan of the, you know, when you stop and it shuts off and all those things. I'm not a big fan of that. I would rather keep the car running the whole time, but again, I haven't been able to find it. You do get paddle shifters in the car, which they, you know, they're just plastic, nothing fancy. This is not like an M Sport model or something like that. This specific vehicle does not have the adaptive, like the driving assistant package where it drives by itself pretty much. This one you have cruise control, which is right here, and then your volume. This one is for the heads-up display. You can switch the music and things like that, and then you have the commands. Now coming to this other screen, on this screen you have, you have a pretty, so this is touchscreen, but you also have the standard BMW wheel where you have some buttons here that take you to home, map, pretty much media, telephone, back, options. So you have the standard, like I would say old school BMW stuffs. And up here everything is touchscreen, so you do have a lot of apps on the car itself. You have navigation, you have weather, you have Apple CarPlay, which it comes standard with this car. Also Android. My wife has an iPhone and I have Android. Both works amazing with the car. Now in the system settings, there's, you know, obviously system settings stuff for the car. If you come here to the interior lighting, you can pretty much pick the okay, so here it is. Yeah, you can change the color of what, you know, how do you want the car to look on the inside. You can change for, let's see, it kind of turns, there you go, kind of like purple. It's got several colors. I'm a big fan of blue, that's why my channel is indigo blue, so I keep it blue. But you can recognize, like if you have two drivers like me and my wife, and you can when you first get the car, you can set up one key for her and it would remember all her settings and things like that, and then one key for someone else and it will remember all your settings as well. So going back to the main menu, you have, well, this is pretty much all the stuffs. You have the weather, traffic, my BMW, route. You can add extra stuffs in here if you want to. I have to say I'm a big fan of the new design of the AC. This is the AC vent right here. It's literally hidden within that the dash of the car. It looks amazing in my opinion. Now this car does not have physical how do you call the climate control buttons. This one is all digital. It's right up here, and then you can control pretty much everything there. But one cool feature, I mean, it's kind of like quirky, but you can talk to the car and let him know, hey, I'm cold, I'm hot, and it would fix the it will kind of like lower the AC. Let me just give it a try. Maybe, I hope it works fine, but let's give it a try. Hello BMW, I'm hot.
I'm lowering the temperature.
See, and it goes down and you can see the AC blowing. You can also I mean, I don't know all the features that it does. Let me go up a little bit, I don't want to get freeze. Oh, and the cool thing is when you talk to the car, it recognizes who's talking, if it's the driver, the passenger, because the passenger can also talk to the car and do certain features. You also have the option to open the sunroof through the voice commands, and it would actually open it for you. Now it won't close it, you have to manually close it. Now coming to the sides, as you can see, it's just, you know, beautiful seats. The stitching is amazing, really comfortable. And let me actually show you guys the sticker on this car. So total price on this car was $73,945. It does not have a lot of options, but it does have a few. Now this color is brand new for 2024. That's what the dealership told me. I don't know if they were lying or not. I hope not. It's called Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic, and it's a $650 option. It does have the parking assistant package, which it gives you parking assist professional, active park distance control, and surround view with 3D view. Now what that does is when you put the car in reverse, you do get a camera from the top of the car, which is really helpful to park. Now they also added to this car the premium package, which it gives you the remote engine start full LED lights with cornering, the Harman Kardon surround sound system, which it sounds really, really nice on this car. On my M550, for some reason, it doesn't sound that nice, but on this car, it sounds amazing. You do get the gesture control, which is amazing. Let me actually show you. I'm not gonna do it too loud because I don't want to get copyrighted, but like you can go up in volume and then down in volume. Pretty cool. You can also, I think if you do like this, it'll go to the next, yeah, goes to the next zone. Pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of like the whole gesture thing, but some people do like it, including my wife. She loves that thing, but for me it doesn't really matter. So those are some of the options. Then everything else is also included. This car, the 4-zone climate control, which I show you, which is on the back, is a $400 option, and then the 21-inch wheel is a $950 option as well. Now this car, for the daily driver, I think it can't get much better than this. We test drove several cars. You do have, before I forget, memory seating here. This is where you open your trunk. For a daily driver, this thing is amazing. It's got enough power. I mean, it's not a super fast car, but it's also not a slow car. Be honest with you, I think for what it cost, it's an amazing deal, to be honest. There's not a lot of, I mean, you can go with the GLE Mercedes, but on the same price point, you get the 4-cylinder turbo, which in reality, we test drove one, and it feels super slow. The interior quality does not feel the same. I know I'll probably get a lot of hate for it, but it's the truth. My wife was a big fan of Mercedes. I took her to the dealership so she could test drive one, and she literally halfway to the test drive, she was like, this is not it. BMW is where it's at. We test drove a Macan. I know it's a nice car, the Porsche, but in our opinion, this one beat everybody else. I mean, for what we wanted, on the price. Also, the Range Rover Velar, it was okay. It was a nice car, but Range Rover doesn't have the best reliability, so we decided to go with this. I'm a huge BMW fan. I'm like my 6 or 7 BMW, and I'm happy that my wife picked this one. No pressure on my end. But she's very happy. She loves the car, and if you're thinking to go with something like this, I would say definitely go for it. It's an amazing deal. It's an amazing daily driver. They did change a few things. Let me actually show you this. For the previous model, you had like an actual shifter here, which I actually prefer. This one, they put like this little thing where you just push and it goes into drive or reverse. Then parking is right here. It kind of looks like the Porsche have something similar to that, and then the start button is right here on your thing. Now, another cool feature on this car, you do get the wireless charge, which is actually decent size. My M550 has the same thing, but it's very small. My phone is really tight in there. This is actually pretty big. You do have a regular USB here, but in here you have the USB-C down there, which is really cool. And then for the passengers in the back, as you guys saw earlier, you also have that as well. That'll be it for the video. I mean, it's not a super in-depth review. We barely had the car for like 3 days. It's my wife's car. I've driven it like 2-3 times, so I cannot tell you much about like the drive. I mean, the driving experience is amazing. It moves, it handles amazing, it's comfortable. The seats, you have to try them. These seats are amazing. They're super comfortable, and they look very sporty, to be honest with you. So I think that's a great thing. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'm gonna be doing a couple more videos with this car. I know it's a brand new car on the market. There's not a lot of videos out there, so I figure it will be helpful for some people that are on the market and considering this car. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be more content with this vehicle. Also with my other cars, I have a BMW, a Hellcat, so I will be posting more videos with all my cars, especially with this one, because I wanna show people how is it to own and daily drive pretty much one of these cars, even though I'm not gonna be daily driving it, but I'll drive it from time to time, especially when the family goes on road trips. Now we take this car. So I hope you like the video. Nothing too crazy in depth. If you guys want to see something specific about this car, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to show you. And stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching.